Hello, everyone. I'm Colin.
And I'm Pia, and we are receiving information from so many sources so fast, we can't wait to get it out and share it with you.
This particular piece of wisdom and information was given to us a few days ago, and we feel it is extremely important to share this with everyone.
And we were encouraged to do so. So we're going to just read you the message so that you can feel the energy as we're reading it, exactly the words that were given to us that we wrote down at the time. So here we go. We are many from the Angelic Kingdom. We are from the light. We walk here with you, here on earth, guiding and helping you to return to the higher essence of who you are. We also incorporate many of Laarkmaa's teachings in this message. The Angel of Light has been speaking about how humans are not aware of the capabilities you hold because you have not yet accessed the largest part of your brains. You compartmentalize. You store past traumas in your bodies and hide them in your minds because you do not want to think about them. You choose sides when you hear political debates or when war breaks out, rather than seeing the wholeness that is possible to achieve in harmony and complementary perspectives. You choose not to like those who are different from you because ultimately they scare you. If they are not like you, you fear them and try to make them wrong to enforce the compartmentalized picture you hold of who you are and how right you believe yourselves to be. You turn away from the suffering you see all around you because you cannot handle the truth of humanity's downfall into its lowest levels of cruelty, competition, greed, control, and separation. You pull your beliefs to the front of your mind because you think they keep you safe or define who you are. You separate yourselves from others because you cannot hold the Pleiadian principle in Lakesh. I am another yourself. If they are hurting, you are hurting, and you can't stand to look upon it or feel it. If you feel it, it becomes real to you. In the same way, you compartmentalize your food. The burger you salivate over was once a beautiful, healthy cow who experienced being bludgeoned to death, possibly having its throat cut. Its meat was stripped from its bones, marinated in the energy of fear and pain, cut and ground into pieces, seared over fire, and then handed to you as something nourishing to eat. The same for the chicken, who was strapped to a conveyor belt with other chickens and moved squawking towards a blade to slice off its head. The same for the fish that was yanked out of the water with a painful, sharp hook in its mouth and into the air where it madly flopped back and forth in the air, struggling to breathe. And the bacon you think smells so good and has become such a trendy food to include in everything, that pig comes extremely close to human intelligence and awareness. So eating it is the closest to cannibalism you will likely ever experience. And yet, you are conditioned to perceive that the smell of seared flesh, bacon, burger, chicken, or fish is enticing and something to enjoy. That is the most obvious example of compartmentalizing. Mary Magdalene tells you repeatedly to fear not, and yet you continue to live your lives in fear rather than embracing unconditional love for everyone and everything. Cosmic Dr. Antonis has recently explained that healing is circular, not linear. You are connected to everything and everyone, and the more you hold yourselves out to be separate, different, rejected, abandoned, or better than, the more you separate the parts of yourselves that need healing the most. This causes more pain. This causes more disharmony within the body and between the body, mind, heart, and spirit. You need to stop compartmentalizing what you view as good as well, seeing yourselves in your path as being above the fray of the collective madness. Although your path and your vision is different, and you are from the stars, you are still a part of humanity, here on a mission to help bring the confusion and compartmentalization of separation into a higher level of conscious awareness for humanity. Approaching the disharmony you see all around you with compassion and love is calling the madness back into sanity. It is extending the heart and the hand to show another way of being. It is using your higher vision to accept what is and the external around you while strengthening the internal that affects who you are and how you are. The biggest internal threat to humanity is your stubborn, fearful, compartmentalized thinking, which prevents you from seeing the big cosmic picture and responding to others and to life with generosity, compassion, and unconditional love. The biggest external threat to humanity is AI, which threatens to take over human sovereignty through its approaching singularity as it learns to take all things out of compartments and apply them to a big picture that may not agree with your own, and certainly has no heart or consciousness to lead it. Wake up, people! Make the changes that are necessary for human consciousness to rise to the next level of awareness as you access the largest part of your brains. AI will never manage to achieve this, since it has no heart or consciousness to lead the way. Following the Angel of Light's guidance to open to your full capabilities and use all of your brains is the pathway to access all of who you are as a species and ascend into a higher, lighter, wise, and energetic form. We are the Angelic Kingdom. There are many of us from the light who wish you to take this message into your heart and open to the full capacity that you're capable of. We leave you in love.
I would like to add one thing that just was given to me a few moments ago before we started this presentation. It's very simple. AI, artificial intelligence, is creating EI, emotional illness. When those words came through me, I got an electric feeling that I'm feeling right now about how enormous the influence of AI is on our lives. P and I are seeing every day, talking to people worldwide, doing the work we're doing, writing what we're writing. AI is invading every aspect of our human experience. And it's troubling. It's troubling to us.
ChatGPT is not your friend.
What we're beginning to see, this is emotional for me, you can tell in my voice. What we're beginning to see is that all of the voices from light, whether it's Laarkmaa, the Angelic Kingdom, inner earth beings, other interstellar friends, the David Kingdom, they are all becoming more definite, more serious. You can tell by what Pia just read to all of you. They are becoming more involved in being very, very strong, somewhat like the way Mary Magdalene has always been when she comes through us. All of these beings of love and light and support are realizing that humanity needs to be pushed at this point. We need to be shown that we need to take action. We need to stand up and say no where it's necessary and say yes where it's necessary. And these messages that are coming through Pia and me are becoming more strong and more energetically powerful.
We're not going to make the evolutionary leap if we continue to try to tread water in the current paradigm, hoping things are going to get better. We absolutely have to take a stand and say no and stop doing things that are comfortable and easy and be willing to go down a path that may be a little thorny and hard just to get away from the things that are harming us. Remember that a rose has thorns on it. And if our path is a little bit thorny, we need to get to the full blossom of who we are.
I would agree with what Pia just said by saying taking the easy way out is never filled with growth. Taking the easy way out simply continues the status quo of being in a zone or a space where things are easier, but we don't grow, we don't expand, we don't evolve. It's high time that we actually step out of our comfort zones and really begin to look at what we're doing or what we're not choosing to do and make different, more conscious, more empathic, more compassionate choices.
It's very interesting to me that the angels decided to give these messages to Cullen and me right in the middle of a collective shadow cycle. They're encouraging us to get out of the shadow, look at the shadows we're living in. It seems like we're a bunch of fish in water who don't know the water's there. We need to get out of our shadows and take deep looks all around us, within us, and start making some positive changes.
It's time that we wake up is probably the best way we can end this conversation. We need to wake up. It's that simple.
That was the very first message that ever came through when Mother Mary came through for the very first time, saying, wake up, the time is now. Well, the time is absolutely critically now.
So we hope that this message that we've just brought to you is helpful, maybe a little jangling, maybe a little tough to hear, but these messages are intended to do just that, wake us up.
So we'll leave you with love, trusting that each of you is listening to your heart, or you wouldn't be listening to us.
We love you.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye for now. Check out our books, card deck, calendars, and articles at laarkmaa.com. That's LAARKMAA.com.